It's snowing in London's West End and the stars are arriving on the red carpets at Café de Paris. I'm Joe Pike and this is the launch of the What'sOnStage.com Awards 2011, the Theatregoers Choice.
Is that my name up on that list? Does someone know that I exist? Is this a mistake? Am I even awake? Pinch me now to make sure. Woo! Ow! That's good. Name in black and white. Maybe I'm doing something right.
Being nominated to the What'sOnStage.com Awards is fantastic. It's very exciting and thrilling and lovely.
I'm really thrilled, absolutely thrilled, yeah. I loved doing this show and this is like the icing on the cake, really.
I'm always surprised when I'm nominated for Best Actor because you don't think of these things when you're doing a play, and after 41 years it still comes as an incredible surprise, and I feel very, very honoured indeed.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I never see what people see, so it's always amazing to me. You just put your head down and do the gig, and then this comes and it's a nice bonus.
Oh, do you know what? It's always really lovely to be nominated for anything, but especially these awards where you know it's from the people who go to the theatre.
The play Ruined that I was in, that I'm nominated for actress for, has also been nominated. So start it.
You don't do it for the awards, but when a show that you're in gets a nod, it's obviously a really great feeling.
I'm incredibly pleased and quite touched about the whole thing, really.
I think it was so exciting being in a commercial play in the West End, which I think really touched people's lives as well, as opposed to just being pure entertainment.
For someone to recognise it and say, oh, you've been nominated is lovely. Really, really lovely, and a bit of a surprise, complete surprise.
To dance on the West End was a dream come true for me, and to do it in the show Burn the Floor, which I watched since I was about 10 years old, was also an incredible opportunity, so it's very flattering.
I am so excited to be nominated. I can't quite believe it. Everyone at Legally Blonde is thrilled because we've made a few nominations actually, so we've had the best year, and this is like the icing on the cake. We can't believe it, so we've had a great day today.
I think for us the greatest success I think we could hope for possibly is just to be nominated, so for us to be in the same category as Legally Blonde.
Whoa, Dougal, I don't know about...
we want to win this thing. Right. Yeah, we want to win.
I'm just a Broadway baby, walking off my tired feet.
Everybody gets the opportunity to vote. Anybody at all, the length and breadth of the country, can vote for an extraordinarily diverse number of productions in the theatre throughout the course of the year, and that's one of a kind.
Oh, twinkle in the lights, a spark to pierce the dark from Battery Park to Washington Heights.
I've been a friend of the What's on Stage Awards for years, and I just think what they do is incredible. I've hosted it for 2 years with James Corden, and it's just such an important award ceremony because it's about what the public think.
So there aren't some sort of people in their ivory towers voting, it's people who've come to see your show and have appreciated what you've done.
It's brilliant. It's my favourite award ceremony.
I think these awards are very important because I think, if I'm right in saying, maybe wrong, but I think I'm right in saying it's probably the only award where the general public actually decide.
That's the biggest gauge of whether you're doing your job properly or not. You know, if you don't appear on that list, then I'd think, oh, do I need to tweak it somehow? And it just makes you feel like you've actually moved them in whatever way, comedically or dramatically or whatever. So it's completely thrilling. I love it.
It's lovely to hear their opinions, to know what they like, to know what they want to see.
And it's great to know that people now are nominating for actors who they love. You know, not necessarily people who in the industry think they're the next best thing. They're people who go, actually, they're really good at what they do. So I think it's fantastic. I think it's really great.
Being able to vote for your favourite show as a member of the public, because before Hairspray, I was one of those members of the public voting. So I'm a big supporter.
When we were doing La Boheme at Soho, a woman in the audience during one of the shows stood up and started applauding in the middle of an aria and shouted, "This is theatre." And that was better than any 5-star review I could have from any national paper.
It's in their hands, and it's not on a board or like 4 or 5 people deciding, so I think it's fair, and the public will judge.
The thing I love, and it means so much, is What's on Stage is voted by the people, and that is what makes these awards. Probably just make them fabulous.
Best choreographer, Arlene Phillips, Flashdance at the Shaftesbury.
Best supporting actor in a play,
Adam James, Blood and Gifts at the National Littleton. Nigel Lindsay, Broken Glass at the Tricycle. Best Musical Revival.
I've loved everything about being in the West End. You know, we close on January 15th, and I'm actually quite sad that we're finishing because I've enjoyed it so much.
Some fantastic people up for nomination this year, loads of new shows. I think I forget how much theatre's going on still, even, you know, during the recession where you think, you know, it's really struggling, and of course it is, but at the same time there's still so much to celebrate.
That's what I love about British theatre. There are always exciting new plays that surprise you. When you think there's been, you know, a bit of a doldrum period, something comes back and hits you again.
The wind was whistling through the trees and it was just so atmospheric, and I just think Into the Woods should not be allowed to be done in a normal theatre. It has to be open air for me.
Well, I was playing the witch in Sondheim's Into the Woods in Regent's Park in the summer, and I'm just about to start rehearsals for The Wizard of Oz playing the Wicked Witch of the West, and it's just thrilling. I mean, people would think, you know, why is she always being cast as witches? But hopefully they just see something in me that's strong and possibly slightly vile.
I've never done this before.
I love what's on stage. Anyway, I go on the website at least twice, 3 times a week. You really get to know what's going on.
When all this was mooted, our sponsoring of this award, we discovered that the entire third floor, which is our theatre floor, log on to What's on Stage every morning to find out what's going on.
I absolutely adore the What's on Stage award. I love whatsonstage.com.
You've got us this far by getting us in the category. Now you've got to vote again, so if you don't mind, that'll be
Show
fabulous.
that a small show can do.
And
if we win, you will get to go on a date with Chris. Yes. Hey, yeah. A naked date with Chris. I mean, you can't turn that down.
Okay.
That's it from Café de Paris, but make sure you vote online. The address is on your screen now.